That's why sometimes we don't have any sound, because we forget this tiny little detail.
That's quite crucial.
Namaste Narasimhaya.
Namaste Narasimhaya.
Praladalakadayine. Hiranyakashipuratra. Chilajankanakalaye. Narasimho, Bharato, Narasimho. Yato, yato, yamitato, Narasimho. Vaye, Narasimho, Haraye, Narasimho. Narasimharadeva Sharanam Prapade. Kavakana Kamalavani Nagam Nabuta Singham Dalitam Yanyakashipur Yadabhigam Deshavaditam Narari Rupam Jayanagari Share Jayanagari Share Jayanagari Share Nagam Abutashi Nrsimhadeva Bhagavan ki jai, Bhakta Prahlad Maharaj ki jai, His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada ki jai, Nitai Gaura Premanandi, Hari 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 Bol. Namo Mishta Paraya Krishna Vastaya Bhutri Shimada Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namani Namaste Sarasatari Bhagavani Parachari Nirvishesha Shunavari Paschatari Ishtari. Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu.
The rhythm, the beat on kartal should be always simple. Ching, 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 ching. No experiments. Experiments later. Yamuna Tira Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Hare
Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivrajakacarya Sadarasata Shishimad His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivrajakacarya Asadarasata Shishimad His Divine Grace Srila Bhaktivedanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada Ki Jai. Ananta Kuri Vaishnav Vrni Ki Jai. Namacharya Haridas Thakur Ki Jai. Prem se Koshi Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shiva Sari Gaura Bhaktavanna Ki Jai. Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gopa Gopinath Shama Kunda Radha Kunda Giri Govardhana Ki Jai. Shri Vrindavan Dham Ki Jai. Mathura Dham Ki Jai. Navadi Dham Ki Jai. Jagannath Puri Dham Ki Jai. Gangamai Ki Jai. Yamunamai Ki Jai. Truth Devi Ki Jai. Bhakti Devi Ki Jai. Harinam Sankirtan Yagya Ki Jai. Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam Ki Jai. Samaveta Bhaktavan Ki Jai. Nitai Gora Premanandi. Hari 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 Bol. All glories to the Assembly devotees. Hare Krishna. All glories to the Assembly devotees. Hare Krishna. All glories to the Assembly devotees. Hare Krishna. All glories to Shri Guru and Gauranga. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Namo Hare Krishna Bhutri Shmara Bhaktivedanta Swami Namaste Namaste Saraswati Guru Vani Brachari Nirvishesha Shunamari Bhachartarishtarine. Hare Krishna, dear friends. Thank you for coming. Please write Hare Krishna into the comment section so I know that you're still watching. Hare Krishna to Katie Martin. Hare Krishna Katie. Shamdai Mataji, thank you for tagging. Morgan. I should give you some new names to tag because I see many times you're tagging people who already got burned out. They will never come back again. Burnout from Krishna for this life. But there are many others who can be invited. Hare Krishna, Lina, Carlos Gutierrez, Jagannath Jena, Doris, Morgan, yes. Where's Tony? Ram Lakshman, Hare Krishna. Gabriela from Romania. Craig, Hare Krishna. I saw your story with the beadback. Very nice. Ram Lakshmanji Prabhu, how are you? When are we going to see you again? I feel tremendous separation from you. And on YouTube, it's Dr. Void and Frank is back. Hare Krishna Prabhus, thank you for joining us on this platform as well. 9 viewers. We're going down with the viewer number. Devotees are getting fried. Pure Vani of Srila Prabhupada is not for everyone. Not everyone can handle it. So those who have stayed, 10 of you, all glories. We're discussing 9th chapter. Oh, and by the way, today is Maxim's birthday. So if you didn't wish him birthday, so please do that immediately now. Maxim Prabhu, our dear devotee friend and great helper. He is now editing our podcast. So very soon you're going to be enjoying nice podcast.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Okay, so 9th chapter. Text 14, 9:14. Everybody get ready. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
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 So Michelle Williams is wishing you happy birthday, and Morgan also, and Gabriela. And Katie is asking about TikTok. Well, guess what happened? We got banned from TikTok. We're very dangerous. Dangerous monks, and dangerous Max also. Katie is also wishing happy birthday.
Thank you, Katie.
We'll be back on March, I think. In March, the TikTok ban is going to expire, so we'll be back on TikTok. And then those 300 rascals who are commenting nonsense comments will be very happy. And Shamdai is wishing me happy birthday.
Sure.
And Craig is wishing you happy birthday.
Oh, thank you.
So many. Okay. Hamsini Mataji made a nice cake.
Really nice.
Really nice cake for Maxim.
Best cake I've ever had.
Yeah. Okay, so 9:14. Sadatam kirtayanto mam
Satatam kirtayanto mam
yatantascha dadavrataha
yatantascha didatvataha
namasyantascha mam bhaktya
namashyantascha mam bhaktya
nitya yukta upasati.
nitya yukta upasate.
Wanna do?
Satatam kirtayanto mam
Sadatam kirtayanto mam
yatantascha didatvataha
yatantascha dadavrataha
namasyantascha mam bhaktya
namasyantascha mam bhaktya
nitya yukta upasate.
nitya yukta upasati. Satatam,
Satatam
always. Kirtayanta,
kirtayantaha
chanting.
chanting.
Mam,
Mam
me. Yatantascha,
yatantascha
fully endeavoring also.
fully endeavoring also.
Drdavrata,
Durgavata.
drda,
Durga.
with determination.
With determination.
Namasyantacha,
Namasyantacha.
offering obeisances.
Offering obeisances.
Mam,
Maham
unto me.
unto me.
Bhaktya,
Bhaktya
in devotion.
in devotion.
Nitya yuktaha,
Nitya yukta.
perpetually engaged.
Perpetually engaged.
Upasati,
Upasate.
worship.
Worship.
Hare Krishna, Willow.
Jai.
Better late than never. Translation, always chanting my glories, endeavoring with great determination, bowing down before me, these great souls perpetually worship me with devotion. Purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada Ki Jai.
Jai.
The Mahatma cannot be manufactured by rubber stamping an ordinary man. His symptoms are described here. A Mahatma is always engaged in chanting the glories of the Supreme Lord Krishna, the personality of Godhead. He has no other business. He is always engaged in the glorification of the Lord. In other words, he is not an impersonalist. When the question of glorification is there, one is to glorify the Supreme Lord, praising His holy name, His eternal form, His transcendental qualities, and His uncommon pastimes. One is to glorify all these things. Therefore, a Mahatma is attached to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. One who is attached to the impersonal feature of the Supreme Lord, the Brahma Jyoti, is not described as Mahatma in the Bhagavad Gita. He is described in a different way in the next verse. The Mahatma is always engaged in different activities of devotional service as described in the Srimad Bhagavatam, hearing and chanting about Vishnu, not a demigod or human being. That is devotion. Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu, Smaranam, and remembering Him. Such a Mahatma has firm determination to achieve the ultimate and the association of the Supreme Lord in any one of the 5 transcendental rasas. To achieve that success, he engages all activities, mental, bodily, and vocal, everything in the service of the Supreme Lord, Sri Krishna. That is called full Krishna consciousness. In devotional service, there are certain activities which are called determined, such as fasting on certain days, like the 11th day of the moon, Ekadashi, and on the appearance day of the Lord, etc. All these rules and regulations are offered by the great acharyas for those who are actually interested in getting admission into the association of the Supreme Personality of Godhead in the transcendental world. The Mahatmas, great souls, strictly observe all these rules and regulations, and therefore they are sure to achieve the desired result. As described in the 2nd verse of this chapter, this devotional, this is very muchi. Yeah, never touch the mouth. It's more dirty than the anus. Yeah. As described in the second verse of this chapter, this devotional service is not only easy, but it can be performed in a happy mood. One does not need to undergo any severe penance and austerity. He can live this life in devotional service, guided by an expert spiritual master, and in any position, either as a householder or a sannyasi or a brahmachari. In any position and anywhere in the world, he can perform this devotional service to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and thus become actually Mahatma, a great soul. Om Adhyantari Nandasya Gyanajana Shalakiyam Chakshunanmiritam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. I was born in the darkness of ignorance, and my spiritual master, His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, has opened my darkened eyes with the torchlight of knowledge. I offer my humble obeisances unto His lotus feet, Jai Srila Prabhupada. So this is a very substantial verse. Always chanting my glories, endeavoring with great determination, bowing down before me. These great souls, in other words, Mahatmas, perpetually worship me with devotion. We have to understand that just like the spirit soul is eternal, our spiritual activities are also eternal. In the material world, we have the experience of performing some activity, and then we become tired, and we need a break. Just like if you chant Coca-Cola, 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 Coca-Cola. It gets tiring. It is boring. We need an interruption. We need a break. We need a change. Everything in the material world is changing. It's always in a movement. The three gunas are competing for supremacy. Passion overcomes the goodness, goodness overcomes the ignorance, ignorance overcomes the passion. There's always a competition. So, in the spiritual life, there is no change. There is no tiredness. There is no relativity. Everything just is. This is the spiritual world, the spiritual consciousness, spiritual nature. Everything is eternal. So spiritual activities are also eternal. Nitya yukta upashati. It is not that we perform some japa, we do some japa, we do some puja, and then when we achieve perfection, we stop all our services and we become one. The Mayavadis, the impersonalists, they serve like that. Prabhupada calls it time-serving service. Time-serving service. They only serve for the time being. It is calculated service. It is not devotional service. It is performed with some ulterior motive. The Mayavadis are very expert in taking over the Guru's position. They compare it to a ladder. You climb up the ladder, and then when you're on the top, you kick the ladder down. No more need. That's a Mayavadi. He takes advantage of the spiritual master, and then he kicks him out. So Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, I have told you about this pastime yesterday. He always feels indebted to his spiritual master. Always feels foolish in front of his spiritual master. Nitya yukta upashati. The relationships are also eternal. The spiritual master is eternally our master, and we are eternally his servant. Janme janme prabhu se. Birth after birth. You're my spiritual master, birth after birth. constant. Just like Krishna. Krishna is eternally our eternal master. And we are eternally his part and parcel. Someone may challenge, if Krishna is unlimited, cannot he be also a part of himself? Cannot he be a part? Cannot be partial? Why does he have to be God? God doesn't have to be anything. Why does he have to be God? So there are certain things that are fundamentally eternal. Just like the spirit soul is always eternal. The spirit soul cannot be temporary. As soon as it becomes, it's either eternal or it's temporary. Eternal cannot become temporary because that defies the definition of eternal. You see, so if someone says, can God commit suicide? This goes against the definition of God. Just because God is unlimited doesn't mean that he has to be everything. He is everything. He is simultaneously his parts and parcels. We are also Krishna, but we are not the complete Krishna. We are the part and parcel of Krishna. So as his parts and parcels, our constitutional eternal activity is to glorify him. At the beginning, this devotional service is not so palatable. It's not so, we don't feel so much taste for hearing. It is not very pleasing to us. We must distract ourselves something. We have to interrupt the hearing process. It is not possible to be attentive. We must distract ourselves. Srila Rupa Goswami, he says, just like a person suffering from jaundice. If you have any experience of jaundice, the person who's suffering from jaundice, he tastes the sugar candy, bitter. It tastes bitter for him. Although sugar candy is sweet, but because he has a jaundice, he is tasting bitter. Not so good. But it is the sugar candy that will cure his jaundice. Similarly, it is by performing devotional service, we will get the taste for the devotional service. So if there's any advice I can give you, it is this. Nike. Just do it. It is as simple as that. Just do it. Don't think. Don't speculate. Surrender.
Right.
This is required. You have to do it. You have to surrender. You have to do it. If you don't do it this life, you must do it at a certain time in the evolution of your samsaric evolution. We're going through so many births and deaths, getting kicks of Maya. Krishna is simply trying to push us to this point. Nike. Just do it. But we don't want to do it because we have no faith. Well, if I do it, what about this? What about my eating? What about my sleeping? Krishna is giving assurance. I'll give you what you need. Trust me. And I will preserve whatever you have. You are never a loser. If you surrender to Krishna, you're always gainer, you're never the loser. You must have this faith. Otherwise, you have no faith. You say, I believe in Krishna. You believe nothing. You say you believe, but actually you don't believe. Shraddha, this is the beginning of our spiritual advancement. Shraddha. What is this Shraddha? How is it defined? How does Krishna Kaviraj Goswami define Shraddha? Anybody knows? In Chaitanya Charitamrita. How is Shraddha defined? Well, we must know. Otherwise, we have no Shraddha. If we don't know what it means, we have no Shraddha. We have not even begun. Krishna consciousness has not even begun. We're taking it as a hobby recreation. Oh, a little Krishna on the side, little sport, little hobby. maybe just in case I do Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, just in case Krishna exists, I do my little Hare Rama, Hare Krishna. But I go on. My priority is sense gratification life. So what is that Shraddha? Nobody knows. Shraddha means I have that faith that simply by executing Krishna conscious activities, all my necessities will be supplied. That is real faith. So if you still doubt, oh, if I do Krishna, then what about my this, what about my that? You have not even Shraddha. You don't even have faith. It is, how do you say, going up and down. The faith is sometimes big, sometimes small. How do you say? Lingering.
Waxing and waning.
Waxing and waning, yes. Faith. Not enough. Make it Shraddha, make that strong. Nishta, make it strong. Nishta. That is why we associate with the devotees. It is necessary. The association of the devotees will give us this Shraddha. We'll become convinced. And if we give up devotee association, if we do not take it seriously, if we think, it is optional, why should I go there? Oh, I can just read books at home. No Shraddha. Whatever little Shraddha you have there, even that little waxing, waning will be finished. You become an atheist. The whole world is full of atheists. Nobody believes in God. Even in religious circles, people don't believe in God. They believe in sense gratification. And they're using God to get their sense gratification. The complete opposite of Shraddha. Complete opposite. See, Shraddha, according to Krishna-related Kaviraj Goswami, means if I perform my devotional service, everything will be automatically included. But they're thinking, oh, I need everything, so I will ask God to supply everything to me. This is not our relationship. This is not the relationship we have with God. God is not our servant, He's not our order supplier. We are supposed to be the order supplier to Krishna. Patram pushpam palam toyam nama bhakti pranachiti. Offer Him with love and devotion, leaf, water, fruits, flower. He will accept it if you offer it with love. This is devotional service. Some people have no idea how to serve God. They're being carried by the mental chariots, the chariots of their mind. They're speculating. Oh, I serve God by contemplating nature. I serve God by being nice to people. I'm serving God by being a brahmachari. No, this is not how you serve God. These things are undoubtedly helpful. Yes, this is not how you serve God. Sadatam kirtayantamam yatantacha dadavrata. We must glorify Krishna.
Chant.
That is the service. Glorify. Chanting, this kirtan means glorification. You can do it by chanting. You can do it by japa. You can do it by writing an article about Krishna. Simply by posting a picture of Krishna on your Facebook, you're doing kirtana. But this should be done satatam. What does it mean, satatam? Anybody remembers? What is satatam?
Always.
Always, yes. I'm seeing you. 100 bliss points. Always. Lord Chaitanya says, Kirtanya Sada Hari. What is the process? How do we chant always? How do we remain in constant glorification 24 hours? Srila Prabhupada says it must be 24 hours. No sleeping. No sleeping allowed. If you want to go back to Godhead. If you say, well, I have to sleep. No. Out. you cannot go to Goloka Vrindavan. How is it possible? Well, let's say you sleep 6 hours. So 18 hours you're awake. So fill up these 18 hours with Shravanam and Kirtanam. Pack it with as much Shravanam and Kirtanam. Pack it. Then you will dream of Krishna. This is the trick. How you can remain constantly absorbed in Krishna consciousness. 24 hours. Satatam kirtayantamam. And if you think that, oh, I have been serving now Krishna, now it's time for me, then you don't understand. It's foolishness. Imagine, you're a big gardener and you're watering the root of a tree. You're putting water, and then you say, oh, enough for the water. Now let me put on the leaves. Because too much water on the root. Huh? Why are you putting it on the leaves in the first place? Are you crazy? There's no benefit in it. Oh, I don't want to be fanatic. Everything. Even I put on myself the water and everywhere. Well, I just start watering the street, the road, everywhere. I must water. I'm a waterer. No, you're not a waterer. You're a waterer of the roots. We're servants of Krishna. We're not the servants of the family. We're not the servants of the wife. We're not the servants of the husband. We're not the servants of the children. We're not the servants of the country. We're not the servants of humanity. None of these things. Yes. Lord Chaitanya says, Nitya Krishna Das, Jivera Sarupa Hai, Nitya Krishna Das. I am eternal servant of Krishna. This is my Swarupa, my original form. This is who I am. People are so brainwashed. They think, oh my God, you have joined this Hare Krishna and you're no longer yourself. You're no longer associating yourself with the bag of stool. Oh my God, what a horrible tragedy. This body is a lump of stool. Actually, it's a fact. Biological, scientific fact. If you cut this body in half, you will see so many disgusting things. We don't see that. This is the grace of Maya. Maya makes the body, oh, very beautiful, very sexy. But if you cut it in half, oh, you will vomit. Just like today, our Devi Shakti Mataji, she went with Maitreya to the hospital to take blood. She saw it, book, she fainted. She could not, although it's her husband. Oh, my beloved Maitreya, I love him so much. But she saw the blood coming from his body, book. She fainted on the floor. She woke up on the floor. This is the grace of Maya. How much we're in Maya? So much in Maya. A girl is very beautiful, just like all our bliss ladies, very beautiful. But you add 50, 60, 70 years, oh, nobody would like to kiss that lady. Now everybody wants to kiss, hug, whatever. You add 80 years, oh, everybody is, oh. If that lady comes, oh, would you like to kiss me? Everyone is, no, please. The same girl, the same soul. These fools, they say, no, I love the soul, I not love the body. You Krishna, you fanatics. There is a meaning between love men and women. I love the soul. Oh yeah, okay. So let's add 80 years to that body. Will you love that soul? Would you like to have some nice sex intercourse now? No, thank you. Not anymore. So grace of Maya, this is grace of Maya. So people, they're foolish, they don't understand. This is the real self when we serve Krishna. But because we have forgotten, because we have jaundice, that's why it feels unnatural. Just like, I will use an example. It's a bogus example, but yeah. The astronauts, when they went to space, I don't know if they actually went, but suppose they went. And there's no gravity in space. They're just floating like that. And when they come down and they come out of the spaceship, it's very difficult for them to walk because they're not accustomed. Right? So different environment, different nature. That's why it's difficult for them to walk, and it takes some time for them to get accustomed to this gravity reality. So similarly for us, because we have been in this material consciousness for thousands and thousands of lifetimes, not years, lifetimes, it is very, very difficult to recover from this nature. Imagine, okay, someone might have this intoxication addiction. Okay, that's one thing. It's very addictive. Or sex addiction, or so many addictions we have. Facebook addiction. But this body is like thousands of addiction at the same time. Thousands of addiction. Not only physical, but mental. Mental concepts. We're accustomed to think in these terms. Foolish terms. I am the body. I'm a man, I'm a woman. I'm British. I'm Italian. I'm this and that. My parents. I have to take care of my parents. My children. My country. My health. My this, my that. That is why you cannot think of Krishna. Satatam kirtayantamam. So Lord Chaitanya, he's giving advice. Trinarapi suni chena. Tadeurapi saishnuna. Amarida manadena. Kirtanya sadahari. What does it mean? Trinarapi suni chena. Maxim, you know what it means?
No idea.
No idea? You don't know this prayer? In the morning we chant Shikshastakam.
Completely ignorant.
Cheto darpanama janam. Sounds familiar?
Sounds familiar, sure.
Yeah, so third shloka from this prayer says that one should be more tolerant than more humble than a blade of grass. Lord Chaitanya is giving a practical instruction on how to be a devotee, pure devotee. More humble than a blade of grass. Feel yourself to be insignificant. Don't hanker after any recognition, any praise. Nothing, none of that. Because it's temporary. As soon as you leave this body, you cannot have any of that. You can have millions of followers on Facebook, Instagram, whatever. As soon as you're dead, all your followers are disconnected from you. You have to start from scratch. Don't be attached to this. This is not reality. Trinarapi sunichena. Tarorapi sahishnuna. Be more tolerant than a tree. When you preach Krishna consciousness, you will experience the pushback. Just like now I have made some fun from some bogus yogi. Maybe you know. So there's a big list of comments of people criticizing me. Oh, such a horrible man. He's criticizing such a saintly person. And blah, 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 blah. So it is not so easy. If you want to be praised by people, you cannot preach Krishna consciousness because you'll be criticized. As soon as you step out, as soon as you start preaching the absolute truth, so many people will come to stop you. So you must learn how to be tolerant, and a tree is a great example of tolerance. He's suffering scorching heat, he's suffering freezing cold, but he's still giving fruits to everyone. Anyone can come pick up fruits. The tree doesn't even ask for payment. So a preacher is like that. That is what we say. The devotees are just like wish-fulfilling trees. Tree is not only fulfilling your desires, giving you fruits, but he's also tolerating all the damage that is being done to him. See, we usually think, wish-fulfilling tree, okay, give me fruits. Devotees, nice for exploitation, very nice. So the devotee also have to tolerate. He must learn how to be tolerant. He cannot take offense, just like a mother. When a child slaps the mother, tiny little baby, what the mother? The mother simply smiles, what nonsense baby, what does he know? You have to be like that. You have to see this person is just ignorant. Just like Lord Jesus Christ says, forgive them because they do not know what they're doing. They're crucifying him, they're killing him. And Lord Jesus, such a great Vaishnava, he says, please forgive them. My Lord, my Father who are in heaven, please forgive these sinners because they're ignorant. Krishna says the same thing. Don't disturb the ignorant who are attached to the fruits of labor. Rather engage them in the works of devotion. Similar instruction. So you must be tolerant. Amanina manadena. Give praise to others. Always praise devotees. Learn the arts, how to compliment devotees. Don't be negligent. If someone is rendering service, extreme service, hardcore service, hard work service, then you compliment him. That will be pleasing to Krishna. More than if you glorify Krishna. Krishna becomes more pleased when he glorifies devotees. Because his devotees are doing everything to satisfy Krishna. Krishna is very, very fond of his devotees. So learn his arts. But you also have to appreciate. You have to know what is devotional service. If you have no appreciation, false praise, Krishna can also pick up. You falsely glorifying just to get something. Glorify with a genuine appreciation. But in order to genuinely appreciate, you yourself must become a servant of Krishna. Amanina manadena. And if nobody is praising you, don't be offended. Don't expect any praise. Look at Srila Prabhupada. Whenever someone praised him, he would say, whatever you, so far I'm concerned, I have not done anything grand. It is all the mercy of my Guru Maharaj. Amanina manadena. In this way, Lord Chaitanya says, Kirtanya Sadahari. You can chant constantly. Just like here it is said, Satatam Kirtayantamam. With great determination. Eternally. Chant eternally. That is what is needed to purify all the anatas. It must be constant. Constant engagement. That is why in a temple we have all these activities. Mangalarati, Guru Puja, Japa, Sankirtan, podcast editing, whatever. Some service is there. Don't leave any crack for Maya to penetrate. Vishnu Chan Maharaj calls it the no gap philosophy. Don't leave any gaps. As soon as there's a little gap, the mind, devil's workshop. Immediately the mind starts contemplating, now I have free time. Let me do some Maya. Immediately. Maya, Maya is so sweet, so nice. You can dance with Maya. Nice tango. Oh, very nice, beautiful. But then you get a nice kick on the face. Rest assured. So don't leave any crack, any gap for Maya to penetrate. Pack your day with service. And be careful so you don't waste any time. Unnecessary time. Overeating, prajalpa, association with non-devotees. These are all time killers. Time is the most precious thing you have in this life, not money. Time. Chanakya Pandit says that if you waste 1 second of your time, it cannot be brought back by any amount of money. So your time is very precious. Don't let it be taken by these killers. They're killing you because your lifetime consists of time. And if someone takes your time, what is he doing?
Taking your life.
He's killing you. Time killers. I call them time thieves. Prajalpa, time thief. Non-devotee association, because they only speak of nonsense. Time thief. Overeating. Time thief, because you have to go to the toilet 20 times. So it's a big time thief. Don't overeat. You have to oversleep. If you overeat, you have to oversleep. In this way, Kirtanya Sadhari, you'll be chanting constantly. And when you chant constantly, just like Vishnu Chan Maharaj, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, you become a pure devotee. It's as simple as that. Dedicate your life to Krishna. This is real Krishna consciousness. It's not a hobby. Don't divide. In the beginning, yes, we Just like our Maxim Prabhu. He comes here, then he goes home, comes here, goes home, like that. In the beginning, yeah. It is necessary what can be done. But at one point, you stay. Stay in a fire. Don't go back. When you try to ignite fire, you don't pour water. In the beginning, we're foolish, we're putting water. But at one point, we get it. No more water. I want dry wood. I want blazing fire of Krishna consciousness. This is required. Hare Krishna. Any questions? Yes.
Thank you for the nice class, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
How does someone realize that there is no enjoyment in the material world?
Well, there are two methods. One method is you hear from the Guru. You don't experiment. You have faith. The Guru said, if you enjoy, you're going to suffer. Do you like suffering? No. But that is what's going to happen. If you enjoy materially, suffering is coming. It's foolishness. You know, it's a nice package. It looks very nice. Material enjoyment. Very nice ribbon, beautiful box, shiny, beautiful ornaments. And you open it up, and there's stool inside. Do you want that type of present? So that's how you realize. You simply hear from the Guru. That's what's in the package. That's what's there. And if you don't want to hear the Guru, then you have to take up the second method, called experiment. Second class intelligence.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, we have to hear and we have to put trust in what Srila Prabhupada says. First of all, at least theoretically, you should understand that which is temporary cannot satisfy the eternal. We're an eternal soul. So you cannot be satisfied by that which is temporary. So at least theoretically, we should understand this. And then practically, by controlling the senses, by practicing Krishna consciousness, acting on the platform of eternity, because by executing Krishna conscious activities, we're positioning ourselves on a platform of eternity. This is eternal. You know, every morning we hear Samsara Davananarira Loka. Like if it was a material song, we would go crazy. It is, in one sense, it's crazy, right? We're all assembled here every day. Samsara Davananarira Loka. Exactly the same thing. You know, 4:50 we finish the kirtan. Then the Shingadev. I play harmonium. Then you bring the Tulsi. Then we do the Shikshastakam. Then little jokes. Then japa. Then, you know. So this is eternal. Because we still derive pleasure from it. It's still fun, you know. Jumping around Tulsi. Doing the kirtan. Dhananjaya is chanting. It's fun. I've been doing this for 20 years. I still love it. So it's eternal. That you get a little taste. Oh, this is eternal pleasure. So then the material pleasure you see, oh, this is garbage. What is that ganja smoking big joint? Laughing like a nonsense, like a fool. People running after sex, you know, touching the genital and whatever. Who wants that? So like that.
Thank you.
Any other question? I don't see any other question. All right, thank you so much. Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavdgita ki, Srila Prabhupada ki, Nitai Gaura Premanande. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Vartaya Bhutiri, Srimad Bhaktivedanta Swami Nityanamane Namaste Saraswati Deva Gauravani Minachari Nadir Vishesha Shunamari Bhashchati Hari